Let's want a quick, at least in the background. Let's go, 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 go. For the F-Series. God damn. Let's see if everybody stays on track and we have nobody's car being... Why is Melnichenko getting kicked? Gotcha, Nick. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for choosing. No, it's really it's better to choose FPS for that. So, let's go. Oh, and we have it. Oh, and we have it. Oh, would you look at that? LGI livery. Some here. Sajenko, Fibo, Medina. Fizvelgi, Bieeda, Salvador, Frutos, Lynch, and on pole, Aditya Surve. Let's freaking go, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you? Holy smokes. And that's the base livery. Everybody that doesn't have a livery is getting that one. Absolutely not rigged. And oh my god, Frutos! Frutos with the jump start. And he has a drive-through. He has to get as much time out of it as possible. And here we go into the first turn. Do we have a crash? Do we have a crash? Looks safe for now. No, we do have a crash. Molodan. Is the car still working? Car is still working. Again, we're running high damage. Oh my god. I think that might have been it for Nick Fonda, That might have been a crash too much. Or who got killed there? No, never mind. Yeah. Nick and Medina, both highly damaged, have to go back to the pits. We are running high damage on this race, so it is not unusual that the engine goes with it. Well, that was a short... You could still go out if you want, Nick, but... But since the damage is so high up, it can happen that the engine just goes with it. We did see that, yes. And yes, this is FFS. You're right about that. You are right about that. That's the name of the series, yes. Alright, Salvador versus Lynch. Aditya in the front currently, running away with it. Frutos does his drive-through, comes out at 11th. Make that 12 because Molodan is fighting for it, side by side for 11th position. They are side by side. Molodan has the car in front, makes the move. Beautifully done. Let's jump right to the next battle. The person who did say he's not very fast and not very good in the car is currently fighting for P5. And I don't think that is necessarily slow. Fighting with Sajenko here, that is Fuzvelgi in P6. Racing for Dead End. His teammate Fibo in P13 at the moment. We have a lot of, well, I mean, two damaged engines, unfortunate. And Medina, who had a very, very good race yesterday, is now plagued with another engine failure. Very unfortunate for him. As for other Nitro Knights drivers, not necessarily Medina is driving for Team Exa. But as for a Nitro Knights driver, Cajiao running in P7 at the moment. catching up to Fusvergi. Fusvergi actively fighting Sergenko. Sergenko not too far away from Biereder, who did the only right thing before a race and drank a wheat beer. I think you have to. You have to. That is just for good measure. As a German, I approve having a beer in right before the race. That's how you do it. Fusvergi gets pushed out and is now holding on to P7 against Yuri Lobkov for the team TLDR. Into the braking zone he goes. Are the engines made from glass? No, but like crashes like this have to at least have some sort of repercussions. And to be honest, I don't feel that the crashes that we've seen so far have been that light. Usually FFS, exactly. You got it. Just got lapped by last place, for fuck's sakes. You mean FFS? I know. Oh, Fusvergi going over. And now losing a bit of time, but he was holding on for P6 there for a while. Actively fighting with Sergenko earlier. Now who's fighting Sergenko? It is Kachiao for Team Nitro Knights against Team Schizocord 2. Exactly, Oli. Exactly. "15 people still driving." Very, very unfortunate for Team LGI, at least for one half of LGI. Because the other half is fighting for third place. Maybe even getting P2. He is in the active battle. We're switching to it in just a moment. I think it's a close battle, so let's go for it. Emmanuel Salvador, LGI Racing, go in for Lynch. And Aditya slightly off in his times against Lynch. Lynch is actually catching up now. And let's see by how much. Actually, 0.7. And we see that technically Aditya was faster last lap overall. But that might actually change this lap. I feel this lap we see a drastic change in that. Let's take a look at that. Only slightly. Lynch is only slightly catching up to it. But that might be all there is to it. Grasa P10, Meyer fighting against Fusvergi and Lobkov. Side by side, almost at least. Fusvergi is not done yet with the fight. Lobkov leaves the door relatively open. Fusvergi does not take it fully. Goes for the outside there. We have 38 minutes left in this race, and let me tell you, it is still wide open on how this ends here. Bad engine mounts. Engine got sent through the cockpit. Exactly. 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 All right, the battle is on. Team TLDR versus Dead End. Lobkov messing up a turn and losing 2 places at once. Meyer has the inside there for the next. I think there was a little bit of a touch there from Meyer to Fusvergi. Fusvergi slightly going over, but still keeps it on for now. Lobkov getting that back. And we go side by side. Almost side by side. On to the start finish straight. And back into T1. Grasa is looking at it. And I think if Grasa just patiently waits here behind the crowd, then he might actually get a good place just by waiting it out. Just be patient. Your chance is coming. Might be coming soon. Lobkov now, the battle there from P9 to P7 is very, very enjoyable. Meyer, Fusvölgi, and Lobkov, I think they make the same amount of mistakes, but they also seem to be fairly the same pace as well. Who is actually catching up with the pace is Aditya Surve again. Because Aditya versus Lynch, there you see it right here on the screen. Aditya has been driving out of the times from Lynch and is currently leading the pack for Team TLDR. Beautiful. Kind of forgot to turn the GIF on, you know? There we go. There we go. All right, interval, and here we are again. And it's going down. Meyer defends the inside there. Grasa, Lobkov, Fusvölgi, Meyer. Both very interesting battles here. Let's see. Meyer, Fusvölgi. There they are. Let's go on a lap with Jolt, the dead-end driver, and his teammate, the other dead-end driver, Fibo, actually going for the fastest lap of the race. Beautiful. Meyer Fusvölgi is still happening. Curious about their pace as well. Wasn't really asked, and to be honest, Baguette talked so much shit about that car that I really didn't bother asking. I was kind of sure that he wouldn't be joining anyway, so I didn't really bother asking. I mean, now it would be too late. Maybe Season 2. If they want to join Season 2, then sure. Would be okay, but not in season. And the Open Series is open for everyone, you know. They could still drive on the Mondays, you know. As well as Frieza and so on. Mick, can I swap? You know I don't know cars, Nick. So not get your shitty Volvo engine out of here. He said that. And hello, Delendai. Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Is Marco getting better? B230 is the best Volvo engine made. Interesting. I mean, you were into mod making for Assetto Corsa. Maybe just build it yourself. I don't know. I got home just like... Okay, gotcha. Grasa sending it there, and it is now getting closer and closer. Grasa now almost side by side there. Definitely takes a look-see onto P9. Over the curb there. And... by the way, on the front, nothing has changed. Aditya is still leading the pack with 30 minutes to go. Lynch P2, about 2 seconds away at the moment. Salvador is still on P3, which he does a very, very good job with. Congrats, like LGI Racing. Salvador, as far as he told me, he has not done much training, not much practice. And... then in the later parts, now I think the last hour of today's preparation, he actually did some laps and must have gotten a good rhythm in because he is running very, very well in the front right now. Fusvergi is very, very close for the overtake, but for now, let's look at Lobkov Grasa. Not leaving there. Frutos, Alex Frutos, starting off with a drive-through right from the get-go. Now, looking for P10 there, and he is with the crowbar breaking off the space on the track that he needs and trying to put Grasa on the pressure for P10 here. Beautiful battle between Team Exa, Ferrari Challenge, 457 Racing Team. Grasa with a bit of grass and gravel there. And oh, Frutos with a lot of gravel. And Grasa is gone. Going for Lobkov again. The battle is over. Grasa going back to the battle for P9. Fusvergi still in the battle with Maya. Kahyao, by the way, also huge, major respect. I'm not sure how much he trained for that, but running in 5th place. Sajenko did not have. Sajenko from... Sajenko is from GT Course, from Shitsuport Team 2. Has not had a good race on Croft, if I remember correctly. I could take a little look-see real quick, but I think the second Shitsuport team had a bit of trouble on their first race. I might be wrong, because I believe, no, Molodon is Melnichenko's teammate, so Sajenko is Team 2 with Medjashok. Oh, Salvador! Salvador parked on the side of the track from P3 to P8 in just a turn. That is very, very unfortunate. Alex Frutos still quite close to Grasa. Grasa, about the same as before. Bieira on P6, battling for P5. 457 Racing Team, both in the points. By the way, both in the points. Lynch alone today for Friday Night Race Club. Aditya Surve and Lobkov, Team TLDR, also both in the points at the moment. We have, that is actually all of it. Medina with trouble at the beginning. I'm off to bed. Good night, Dylan. Have a good one. We might do some marbles tomorrow then. Tends to... No, oh, it does.
Goodbye.
I haven't added it on the last race yet, but 10th should get one. Should give 1 point, as we always do. It's a WSS issue of the point system. Oh, Fusvergi almost losing it, and definitely giving Bieira now some breathing room there in the front. And Grasa is closing in on Frutos. That means something happened to Lobkov, and the battle is going on for 1 or 2 points. We don't know yet, but it is going down. 28 minutes. And would you look at that? Frutos on the edge with the car. Grasa closing in. And I think as much as Aufschneider is on the edge of his seat, I think both of the 457 Racing Team drivers are probably sweating as well. Very much on the focus, trying to not make a mistake. It has to go down in 27 minutes. Indeed. Indeed. Lobkov. And now the battle that was before was P7 to P9 now has shifted to P9 to P11. This is the closest battle that is on the grid right now. But Meyer, Bierida, and Fusvölgi are still very, very close to each other, and there might be something happening soon. I do like what I'm seeing here. I just did, Hugo. I just did. Roll it back. I just did. All right. Everybody is trying their best here. Double points for TLDR would be very, very good, especially with Aditya sort of winning on a race where he wasn't even sure if he was going to participate. Which is very, very interesting. As for Lobkov and Frutos and Grasa, it seems to me like Frutos is slowly gaining per lap and running out of Grasa's times. There might have to be a little bit of an oopsie poopsie from Frutos so that Grasa can get closer again. Lobkov is almost out of the second he is now. And I do wonder, when will we see the pit? And how many pit stops will we see? Guys, do you think we will run some strategies of not changing the tires again? Do we think? Oh, Lobkov Grasa, active battle there. Will Lynch do a no-stopper again, I wonder? Oh, I do wonder. I mean, Lars might be watching right now, but team strategies are usually meant to be shared at the end. This track might be hard on the tires, I think. You would think so. Especially now, after a good 20 minutes, those tires should start to degrade fast and be almost done. The question is, when do you pit? When do you pit for new tires? Lobkov versus Grasa. TLDR versus 457. And we have Maya. Team Cannonball versus Nitro Knights. And they both know each other. They might be driving against each other later on the TCR. They are actively driving against each other in the Formula Nitro. And Lobkov pits. Lobkov in the pit for a new set of tires. And he is out again. That is the first pit stop of the day if we don't count the other pit stops earlier. That was teleporting. Look at those absolute beauties. I mean, and we had the damage is at 200% at the moment. I wanted to ramp it up even more. I think we found you really have to hit the wall quite a bit. or a car that is standing on the track quite a bit for your engine to get completely destroyed. And every crash that we have seen so far has been exactly that. Karyao in the pit as well. We have the second one of the day. Second natural one. Oh, we have a blinker there. And we're coming to a stop. Oh, and we missed the pit box. Oh, no. Very long pit for Karyao here. Let's go back to LGI Racing driver Emmanuel Salvador. Previously in third. Got a bit of an oopsie. Now back to 7th. And working his way up to maybe 6th place. Maybe 5th place. Maybe even better. I believe we're seeing some great racing here today from all the teams. Very unfortunate that Donnie is with troubles here. And I think that might be due to the beginning having trouble and damage. You don't like to see it. So let's go through the teams real quick while they're actively fighting. We have currently running as it is on the teams. TLDR in P1, that is Aditya Surve. His teammate Lobkov in P11 at the moment. Correct. We have Rowan Lynch, no teammate for today's race, in P2. Very, very well. We have Sajenko for Team Shitsukor. That is the second Shitsukor team. In P3, teammate Melnichenko unfortunately could not join the race. I don't know why. It's at this point it is very, very sad to see. Fibo going into the pit. We have Fusvergi in the pit as well, and Frutos. So now the pit stops are getting in. With that in mind, we have Pieta on P4. 457 Racing Team hasn't pitted yet. Salvador in P5 for... Oh, and there it happens! Salvador in P5 for Team LGI Racing with a bit of an oopsie-poopsie. And Mobby, you get it. This is taking some time. I know the feeling, Yodaka. I really do. That is... I hope it gets better soon. If not, maybe take another painkiller if you're not already on the upper limit there. Oh, and we have an active battle there. Frutos. We have... Oh, what is happening? Something happened. The sky's the limit. That is true. Binsbagen, unfortunately, off. Something is wrong with Mr. Binsbagen today, and I'm not sure what it is. His times, his best lap is good. But something is the matter, and I'm not sure what it is. That is not good for Berg Racing today. As for Grasa, Fusvölgi and Frutos, the battle is still very much open, but Lobkov successfully made the move into P8. We still have to see when everybody will pit and what that will result in at the end. Lynch currently doing 33.8, so Lynch's idea might actually be to stay out today. His distance between the person behind Sajenko is 2 seconds. And Sajenko is running 32.8 and does not seem to get much slower. Lynch, on the other hand, is. Now the question is, will the pit stop be the idea to ease that pain? Frisvergi versus Frutos. Team Exa Ferrari challenge against Dead End. And what a move there. Frisvergi staying on the inside for 2 turns and making the move. Great job. That was a great move. Kept on it. That was beautiful. That was absolutely lovely. Very, very good. Kept on it. Did not move out of that. Just stayed on his line. And now, back to the edge of the seat, Aufschneider, because Grasa is battling Frutos. Frutos does not have the insight for that. Grasa makes that move to P10. That is a point. And now we have to see if Frutos can get that back. Or if the tires are degrading that much. Because Frutos is currently driving 36s. And that is not good. That is off pace by a long shot. And I cannot believe that his tires are already that done that he is 4 seconds off pace. I do not believe it. Something else must be the problem. I'm not sure what happened there last lap. But he was actively fighting Frisvergi. But not 4 seconds. Not 4 seconds. Not for a second do I believe that it is 4 seconds. And you know, there is Binsbergen unlapping himself. Let's hope he can run away with it. Has the outside there. Yeah, very cordial. Donny Binsbergen unlapping himself on Frutos. And it is not getting easier for Alex Frutos, Team Exa Ferrari challenge, as Molodan is getting closer now for P11 as well. But for a closer battle there for a moment, Team Dead End in P14 fighting for P13 against another Team Exa Ferrari challenge driver, Victor Medina, in an active battle. We're tuning into Grasa in just a moment. I see it. I have it in my vision. Grasa is going for P9 there. Let's take a crack at it. Let's take a look. And here it goes up the hill. Grasa going for Frisvergi is inside of the second. And I feel like he is getting into the groove now. If we look at the last few laps, Frisvergi has been slower. And especially last lap, Grasa has been quicker. Not much quicker in terms of the sectors, but is getting closer and closer and closer on the dead-end driver here on Jarama. What a beautiful track with a beautiful car. They drive absolutely lovely. I hope at least I don't see that many problems here fighting with the car and spinning out. We did have a bit of a problem on Salvador's side, but Salvador seems to get it back. Currently resides in P5 for LGI Racing. Grasa is getting closer for P9 yet again. Into the braking zone. He goes and tries to get a better run out of it. Frisvergi very close there to the edge of the track. Almost going onto the gravel. But the battle closer to this is Fibo Medina in the slipstream. Fibo trying, at least looking there for the inside, to no avail. The battle is still very much on. We haven't seen any pit stops, I think. If they have to pit, I don't think they will do it in the last 5 minutes. So we either get a pit stop now on strategy, or they will make it without. Fusvölgi, Grasa still happening. Still happening, but it's a close thing. It is a close thing. What? What? That was too much. Grasa trying there for the outside. And unfortunately losing a lot of time there. And now Molodan is 2 seconds behind. Oh. Oh no. And now he has traffic there. Not good. Not good. Absolutely not good. Now who is getting closer? Team LGI to Biereder. Biereder in P4. The other tip of the spear. Speerspitze, as we say in German. 4457 racing team in P4. Fighting the battle. On a good bottle of beer, he is running in the top ranks here. In P4, by the way, that I have to say it again. I said it last race, and I say it again. Biereder and the Ferrari is a match made in heaven. On Croft, he finished 5th. Now he is P4. He is very, very comfortable in that car, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I want to see that more. Andy is doing very, very well. But we also have to say LGI Racing driver Emmanuel Salvador getting closer with it as well. So it's going down. It is going down. It could be a battle in the last 10 minutes. As for Aditya Surve, he is way out of the times for Rowan Lynch currently. 5.5 seconds away. Aditya is running in the front by a long shot. Rowan Lynch P2, very comfortable there as well. Still has 2 seconds, bit more than 2 seconds in the front from Sergenko. And then the next place is going to be Biereder. Molodan closing in on Grasa. So we have to see if that is something, if we will still have a 457 racing team in the points, both of them. But Grasa is doing good. He just has to hold against it. Of course, we are talking about either 457 racing team being both in the points or Shitsukor Racing 2 being both in the points. So it's one of those two. We'll have to see. Again, we have TLDR on P1 and P8. We have Rowan Lynch alone today in P2. Sergenko and Molodan for Team Shitsukor 2 in 3 and 11. Biereder in 4 with Grasa in P10 for 457 Racing Team. Salvador LGI for P5. Nick von der Meide, unfortunately, out of the race, had to retire the car after the crash. Maya for Cannonball Team in P6 at the moment. Kakyao Nitro Knights in P7. Lobkov TLDR, we already mentioned, in P8. Fusvölgi and Fiebel in P9 and P14, at least halfway into the points. Frutos, Alex Frutos and Medina, both out of the points in P12 and P13. And Dani Bensbergen in P15 at the moment. But actually catching up quite well to Fiebel. But of course, because I was 10th once and if Grasa, We need the points, lol. I will change it so 10th position does get a point. You're not leaving without a point in P10. I will change that, so it's a quick change. Last 6 minutes of the race, and Bieida is under attack. Can you add your own point scheme and not do it afterwards, I think? I can add my point scheme, but still have to, I think, open up the races so it actually refreshes. I have to change the point scheme. You are definitely right about that. It should work like that. So, I do have to say, in terms of the pit stops here today, it doesn't really show much. Oh, and Bieida goes wide! Bieida goes wide! And drops to P5. Aufschneider is probably devastated. LGI Racing, Nick von der Meide, probably cheering now. Last 6 minutes. And Bieida goes a tad bit wide there onto T1. And Salvador sweeps through. I'm gonna hit the hay because I have to get up early tomorrow. Nick, have a good one. Thanks for the sub again. Appreciate it. Happy to have you on the stream again. I'll be seeing you. Have a good one. Molodan Grasa is happening. Everything is required from Grasa now. His full race craft to fight off Shitsukor Racing 2. Grasa going slightly wide there, leaving the door open. Molodan in the slipstream. This could still happen. Into the braking zone we go. Grasa goes slightly wide there again. And Molodan is now right there. Right there on the rear. Hello, hello, Tobias Rey. Welcome, welcome. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome to the Ferrari F-Series. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I also have a wonderful evening on the Ferrari F-Series here. A beautiful race, and Grasa slightly loses it. Grasa going wide again, taking the curb there. Molodan on the outside. Grasa having the inside, tries to defend. Molodan has the next inside. It is absolutely riveting what is happening here. And Grasa, can he get that back? 3 minutes left in this race. We have been driving for 45 minutes. We had a lot of overtakes. And it looks like the German 457 racing team right there at the end is taking some punches, unfortunately. Molodan slightly losing the car there. Very slightly losing the car. Grasa right there on the rear again. Throwing the car in. Bist du heute nur Kommentator? Ja. Ja. Because I organize this series, I am commentating. I cannot drive my own series. It's mit so seriösem Stuff wie sowas, da kommentiere ich lieber. Ganz speziell auch, wenn vielleicht dann irgendwann Preise im Raum stehen. Da wäre das sehr, sehr unfair, wenn ich selber fahre. Auch wenn ich schlecht bin, ich sollte nicht organisieren und Rennen fahren. Alright, 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left, guys, and Grasa drifts in. Grasa! Style points. But not now. Not now. Drifting again. Grasa. Holy shit. 5 points. Indeed. And we might actually get a very, very close battle to the line. Sajenko versus Lynch is happening, and Lynch is in traffic with Frutos. I think Lynch did a no-stop. Box. What? Sajenko. Shitsukor number 2 again. Oh, and Frutos. What is going on? Nice work. What is happening? Cars going sideways. Everybody trying the no-stop now. Oh, I think that might be cooldown. I have to put that on my soundboard again. Holy shit. Holy shit. What is going on? Grasa, Molodan both pitted as far as we know. Sajenko and Lynch both stayed out as far as we know. Woo! And this is the last lap. Sajenko has to do it now. But for now, all eyes are on the winner. Going into the last turn. Could be close, but I think this is the last lap. It is. Aditya Surve. TLDR wins on Jarama. Sajenko Lynch. It stays as it is. GG. Lynch keeps P2. Sajenko on P3. Beautiful finish for Shitsukor Racing 2. What a race. What an incredible race. Aditya, well done for TLDR. Do we have some medals for the line? I don't think we do. Hey! Hell yeah, brother. Good race. Showtime. How you doing? That was a beautiful race. It is not one more lap. No. No. I checked. The line was way behind. And so we have Salvador on P4. We have Bieda, 457 Racing Team on P5. Meya on P6. Kakyao on P7. Lobkov on P8. Fusvölgi on P9. Molodan P10. Grasa on P11. And then Fibo, Frutos, Dani Binsbergen. Dani Binsbergen and Medina has to switch, I believe. Medina is not over the line yet. Medina is P12. There we go. What a race. Applause. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to join the next race. I will do a quick break. See you in the TCR, which is the finale. We're immediately swapping. No time for the replay. Beautiful race. I give you a quick pee break. A battle royale. Have fun. I hope you win. I'll be right back.